It is Thursday, July 7th in the MLB, and this is Austin from Calling Our Shot.
And I'm Logan from Calling Our Shot.
We are back with our three favorite picks of the day. We got our favorite money line pick, first five run line, and no one first inning coming your guys' way.
As always, guys, do us a real quick favor. Go hit that subscribe button. It really helps us grow this channel. Austin and I can't do it without you guys' support in the community. You guys have been amazing all baseball season long. Shout out to you guys.
And Logan, there's a special guest today. Bring him out. The broom is back. The Brooms are back. A clean sweep of the slate, a 3-0 day. Nothing better you can do about that. We had the under for 4.5 runs in the first 5 innings for the Phillies Nationals game. No sweat bet. The NRFI plus 115. We guys gave you a plus 115. No run first inning. Cash that one. And White Sox in the clutch of a day. They get it done. Saw a lot of people in the comments on the Twins. Lance Lynn had a little bit of something to say about Twins bettors out there. He had quite the K-strut in this that you might be seeing on Instagram all over the place. But was it a day? We appreciate Lance Lynn. Although Lance Lynn kind of sold us, if I won't lie to you guys. But either way, we're going to keep getting into it. Not sure if the internet's going in or out. But we got 4 plays for you, or 3 plays for you guys today. We appreciate you guys as always for supporting us. And I go out 1 All-Star. Adam, thank you for being out there and supporting us. Parlay of the Day live on Odd Jam. You guys can go check that out. And of course, our podcast we posted yesterday. Go check out that as well. But Logan, you've been on a good run with the plays. What do you got for the people today?
Lance Lynn described exactly how I felt watching that game. It was an absolutely wild game. And why do you guys lose faith in me so quickly? Dang it. But today we're going to a first 5 pick, as Austin's mentioned. And we're going to, honestly, the best game on the slate, right? Red Sox versus Yankees. I'm taking the Red Sox plus a half in the first 5 innings versus the Yankees, plus 102 odds on FanDuel, as Austin's bringing up. Currently the best value. Not a ton of the books have the lines for this one. But I will take a shot at the plus money value. I love it here, right? Why do I like it? Well, Garrett Cole sees ghosts at Fenway, right? And I mean, look, if you know, you know. Garrett Cole career at Fenway, 5.06 ERA and a 1.5 whip, right? That's not the caliber pitcher Garrett Cole is, or at least the amount of money they're paying him doesn't line up with that. Everyone kind of remembers this playoff debacle most recently at Fenway Park. Now, Cole did face the Red Sox in April. 4 innings pitched, 3 earned runs at home versus the at home in the Yankees stadium. So at home, he didn't have that great of a start. And these Boston hitters have seen Cole before, and they've hit him, right? Let's talk about the big 3, right? Xander Bogaerts, 267 career-wise versus Cole. JD Martinez, 233. That's not all that great. But Devers, 261. So you got, hitters hitting in the 260-ish range. Should be on base. Should have a lot of, run opportunities in the first 5 against Garrett Cole. I'm not really that scared of Garrett Cole, right? To me, Garrett Cole's mostly a name. He demands a premium price because everyone looks at him as an ace, on the evil Empire Yankees. But I'm not scared because Boston does hit very well at home. Boston's second in batting average at home. And they're tied for 4th in OPS at home. So this is a great offense. Playing at Fenway, they know how to use the dimensions of that park to their advantage. They should be able to get some hits and run up on Cole. I do like that aspect. Now, Winkowski's should be pitching for Boston. 1, 2, and 2 earned runs in each of his last 3 starts. His home ERA 3.68 home ERA. So really, like, he's just about an average pitcher. But I like the fact that he hasn't had any of those, catastrophic 4 or 5 earned run type games, right? Against the Yankees, runs against them usually come in bunches. New York Yankees haven't faced Winkowski. It might take several innings, for them to really get to him, right? When you see a pitcher the first time, you have to acclimate, what their pitches are coming. You have to get the signs from them. Steal some signs. Sometimes Yankees, if you know. But this Yankees offense, if they're not hitting dingers, if they're not getting on base, I'm very comfortable fading them, especially versus a pitcher they've never seen. Right? Yankees also 25th in hits on the road. They rely heavily on power. I mentioned, guys, I don't like picking teams that rely so much on the home run because as much as it comes, it goes as well. And honestly, I think the Red Sox do cover this plus a half in the first 5. It could be low scoring. I also do kind of like the NRFI in this one. It's not our NRFI pick, but I do kind of like it. We can't double dip because if I double dip, I'm getting an Aaron Judge dinger in the first inning to my dome. So that's why I'm just rolling with the Red Sox first 5 run line in this one. But Austin, what do you got for your pick today?
Yeah, so we had another over-under. I mean, yesterday you heard me take the first 5 under in that Phillies versus Nationals game. Today, I'm rocking with this team. The Atlanta Braves, baby. The hat is not the right size, but it doesn't matter because today we're taking the first half team total over 2.5 runs. Now, I understand before you go down below in the comments, I see your comments already, Austin. I don't have this over 2.5 on DraftKings. You might not have a DraftKings account, and I understand that. So I'm going to give you a couple pivots before I explain why I like this. Now, if you don't have this specific bet on DraftKings, I do like the Braves minus 0.5 in the first 5. Didn't want to lay the minus 140 that you might have to. And I also like the first half over 4.5 total runs just as a whole. I do think they should be able to, the Cardinals should be able to get some runs up on Spencer Strider, especially after putting up a goose egg yesterday against Fried. Now, let's talk about why we like this. So far, the Braves this series scored 7, 6, and 2 runs in the first 5 innings versus the Cardinals. Obviously, we're only counting on the first 5 innings. We don't care what happens after the 5 innings. But you look at yesterday, still managing two runs against Michaelis. Still pretty solid. Michaelis is the best pitcher that the Cardinals have to offer. And today, the Cardinals will be trotting out Matthew Liberatore, a left-handed pitcher. And that's important because when we think about Liberatore, we think about a guy that not all too good. The Braves just batting .258 versus left-handed pitchers, 6th best in the MLB. And they're with a 793 OPS, which is 3rd best in the MLB. They've been crushing lefties. Expect them to do that again today. Liberatore, he will be entering with a 5.66 ERA, a 1.79 whip. So this is not a guy that's been shutting down opposing offenses, especially not one as hot as the Braves bats are at the moment. But when you look at Liberatore, his home road splits are absolutely remarkable. They're insane. You look at his at home, Liberatore looks like a Cy Young winner. He has not allowed a single run at home so far this year. Granted, he only has pitched 2 starts against, I believe, the Pirates and the Brewers, but 0 earned runs and then a 0 ERA and a 1.1 whip. The guy's been insane at home. But then you look at on the road, a 10.97 ERA, 2.44 whip, a 417 allowed batting average, allowing 13 earned runs in 10 2/3 innings pitched. Look, if we get that Liberatore today, which they are on the road, obviously, in Atlanta, sign me up. This should be a no-sweat bet. Now, the Braves, you look at their team total for the full game, which is what I was actually going to look at first. It's 5.5. If it was 4.5, I would certainly take it. But the 5.5 line, I don't like counting on a team to score 6 runs. But I expect if the Braves are going to get near that line, they're going to need to do some damage early on in this game. And we know Liberatore, this is a guy that loves to throw it down the middle of the plate. You look at this Braves team, a lot of firepower. They can send the ball out of the park like any other team. And you look at the Braves also, 3rd best in the MLB in first 5 runs, averaging 2.79 a game. That increases the 3.07 at home. Well, look, 3 is exactly what we need today, and I think the Braves can get it done for us. Minus 125 on DraftKings. Perfectly happy with that line. Like I said, you could do it a couple different pivots. I do think the Braves win this game against the Cardinals. Maybe get the sweep against them. But, Logan, you know what time it is. Grab the flags. We had the broom out. Well, now we got the flags out. Nerfy Nation, we had a crazy day yesterday. It was a plus 115. Very rarely do you see us take plus value, Nerfies, but we gave you one, and it was a winner. Today, we don't have plus value, but we do have close to plus value. We're taking the Royals and Astros. Now we're on first inning, minus 109 on Barstool Sportsbook. When we navigate over to our trusty partner, OddsJam, which also is where our parlay is found, you see we got Barstool with the best value, minus 111 is for FanDuel. Now let's talk about who's on the mound for both these two teams. Now, I got Justin Verlander's side. He will be starting for the Astros today, 14-1 on no run first innings. He has one kaboom where he just absolutely imploded against the Mariners, gave up like 5 or 6 runs. Ever since then, he's really been absolutely dominant. 14-1 on no run first innings, nerfied in 4 straight games. You look at the Royals, 21st in first inning runs, and they really inflated that because they've scored 6 first inning runs so far in this series, scoring a first inning run in all 3 games so far against the Astros so far. I mean, look, if someone's going to get a nerfy versus them, it's going to be Verlander. And look, the fact that I can get Verlander and a nerfy at minus 109 odds, I got to take a shot at that. If he can get me those first 3 outs, you also look at who he will be going up against. Merrifield, only batting .238 versus him. And Benintendi, a guy that's super annoying, always getting on base with doubles. I think he was like 2 for 23. So it's batting .087 versus Verlander. I really like that. So Verlander can get me those first 3 outs, Logan. Can I count on the next guy?
Oh, yeah, we can count on the next guy. We're back in the boob. Yeah, Boobich, right? 5-1 on no-run first inning since returning from reassignment, right? The Boobich got put in timeout because he's just been absolutely stinking it up with like a double-digit ERA. I mean, he was just so bad. But you know what? He's returned a new boob. He'll get us the 3 outs we need. Now, question is, right, who's he probably going to face? If Altuve's in the lineup, returning from COVID, that might be okay because Altuve is actually 0 for 3 versus Bubic. So, knock on wood, right? This Houston team isn't great versus lefties as well. Houston, 9th and first inning run. So you look at that and you're like, oh, okay, Logan, that's a little bit of a scary offense. But they've nerfed in 4 straight games, right? They haven't been starting off strong. And I mean, if you're telling me Altuve may or may not play, if that's a question mark, or coming off of an illness that he might not be 100%, I will absolutely take my chances, right? The issue with Chris Bubich is he always walks people. Right. If he puts on some easy base runners and walks somebody in the scoring position, oh well. You just got to take a chance on that. At the value it is, I will certainly take a chance on it. The over-under set to 8, right? They're not setting it super high. They know Verlander should be able to hold up to his end. They thought Chris Bubich was going to implode. I think this over-under would be even higher than 8. So I really do love this one as a no-run first inning. I talked about another one I did like the Red Sox versus Yankees NRFI as well. I'm sure that will probably be a popular one on the slate, but we're not touching it because I can't double dip in that game. Austin forbid me from doing that. But don't worry, NRFI Nation. We're cashing this Royals Astros one.
And it's going to be an early one, a 2 p.m. start time. So get those bets in, get them in early, because hopefully we can fly these flags early before the rest of our picks go off. So like Logan said, we did like that Red Sox Yankees one. Also, if someone takes this one, I'm going to punch you on the screen. Giants Padres. No one lay the juice. Don't take a minus 170. No run first inning, please. Please don't. If maybe it's a PrizePicks leg, I'll allow it, but do not take it any more timeouts. So it's just not worth laying that juice on a coin flip bet. So we're going to see if we can stay hot in the Royals Astros. No run first inning. Those are our other 3 picks. Braves first 5 team total. And we got the Red Sox plus 0.5 in the first 5 innings. We appreciate you guys as always for tuning in. We're back again Friday. Hopefully we can bring out this broom once again for back-to-back days. Who says no? We appreciate you guys as always. And I haven't even said the parlay of the day. Thank you guys for always tuning in all the way this far. The parlay of the day will be the Red Sox plus 1.5. So full game, we're taking the Red Sox, and we're taking the Dodgers minus 1.5. So I think it's like plus 210. So thank you guys as always for tuning into the full video. We definitely appreciate it. Want to give you something back. So there's a parlay of the day, so you don't have to go over to Odds Jam. But we appreciate you guys as always for tuning in. Austin and Logan, we're signing out. Podcast on the screen. Go check it out. We'll see you guys tomorrow.